Hello everyone, I am Erika of beadingschool.com and you are watching No One Has to Bead Alone, my weekly beading workshop to make sure that every beader all around the world has company. Today we are going to bead the Leaf Love design, which is kind of the result of my live design session from the Everlasting Kiss Beading School Academy theme box. I started somewhere during the live design and ended up somewhere completely different when I got back to it on my bead mat. But I wanted to make sure that this is something that you would love to bead. Please let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. I see Marlo, I see Anita, I see the bead enthusiast, I see Barbara, I see Christina, Asta, Iveta is here, Antoinette is here. Antoinette says that the sound is great, and that is very, very good to know. Patricia, Lita. Do you see, ladies, my new necklace and my new earrings? Do you recognize it? It's so sparkly. I hope that it sparkles all the way wherever you are, all around the world. Monica, Jen, Lutka, Sherry. So, do you recognize the jewel? You know, I'm here in the treasury, in the beading school treasury this week, visiting Andrea and the team. And I was just looking around and I found this box full of beautiful jewels. And I had a feeling that this really wants to come home with me to Amsterdam. And I just listened. So this is happening and I'm so incredibly happy. And this is actually, I'm sure you recognize it. It is one of the jewels from the Beaders calendar for 2026, earrings and the necklace, designed by Nitti. And it's an amazing piece of jewel. Thank you so much for coming up with this, dear Nitti. But back to what's happening today. So today we are beading the Leaf Love earrings, or whatever you would like it to become. And this is the last design that we are working on from the Everlasting Kiss theme, which was our topic during November and December. Zuzi is saying hi. She says, enjoy the beading time together. Zuzi started the day here in the treasury with yoga and barre and brunch and a lovely chat together. So I'm glad to see that you got home safely, dear Zuzi. And yes, it was an accidental Matahari, Lita. Hopefully it will not become a tradition during the next 2 months. Some lace is peeking out also. So yeah, I'm on the topic. So thank you, ladies. Thank you, Sharon and everyone, Martika, Gemma, Ariane. So we are beading the Leaf Love. And what do you need for the Leaf Love? So you will need, and in the meanwhile, please start downloading the tutorial. I'm showing you the QR code and I will also post it in the chat. Zuzi is at home on this, so you know. So if you navigate to noonehas2beadalone.com or you go to beadingschool.com and then find No One Has to Bead Alone in the main menu, then the PDF tutorial is already waiting for you there. As always, we have 2 options. For 3 days starting today, you can download the tutorial, the PDF, as a gift from me and Beading School to make sure that everyone can join us. Or you can also check out with it through the Bead shop. In the Bead shop, it will always be available. And we have everything that you need waiting for you at beadingschool.com, and we ship worldwide no matter where you are in the world. So for today's leaf love, you will need for one motif, one piece of 10 millimeter low cut cabochon. You will also need 34 pieces of 3 millimeter Milky bugle beads. You will need 4 pieces of True2 Fire-Polished beads. You will need 4 pieces of the little leaf spacers that were part of your Everlasting Kiss Beading School Academy box, and then a little bit of seed beads, also perfect to use up your leftovers. A tiny bit of size 15 around Milky, a tiny bit of Milky Delica size 11. You can use 1 or 2 colors. I have 2 colors, but you can also go for 1 to unify the look more. And then just, 1 piece of the round Milky 11s. So lovely beaders, do you have any questions about the material that you need for today's leaf love? Please let me know. While I am waiting for your questions, well, today we had actually a healthy theme day in the Beading School Treasury. And Zuzi says we did yoga to stretch out or muscles or joints. And then we had a ballet-inspired class called Ballet. And Zuzi says, everyone at home said, I look taller after ballet effect. It was super fun. And Gemma is asking, are we still in time for the 2026 calendar? I love your earrings in pendant. Dear Gemma, we still have a few pieces left. I'm trying to post the link for you. And then if you don't have more questions about the material, then let's start beading. Caroline, I don't have a replacement for now for the leaf spacers, so we will unfortunately need to wait if you don't have them until we restock. Andy, do we restock the leaves? She's nodding. She's nodding. We will restock the leaves. Do we have any time? 3 weeks probably. So for sure they are coming back. And now I will switch to my hand camera, and for that I will show you the little video about the new Beading School Academy team, because this week on Tuesday we were unboxing together, and as you could see, we will work with a gorgeous purple pink, soft beige looking box inspired by Mata Hari, who was a spy and a dancer and an interesting woman. So you can still become a member of Beading School Academy. You can get a box or 2 if you would like to become part of the tribe. So I will be showing you the video of Mata Hari. And in the meantime, I will switch to my hand camera, and afterwards, please again be so kind and let me know if you can hear me and see me well. See you soon, dear ladies. Hello everyone, hopefully I am back. You should be able to see the illustrations on the left hand side for the first step and my hand camera on the second picture. Belinda says she loves the purples of the new box. Ariana also likes the colors. So lovely ladies, can you hear me? Can you see me? And then we will start beading immediately. Angelina confirms. So we are good to go. So in the first step, we will need 4 pieces of True2 Fire-Polished beads. We will need 4 pieces of 𝐂𝐋𝐈𝐂𝐊 3mm bugle beads and a tiny amount, 8 pieces of 𝐂𝐋𝐈𝐂𝐊 beads in the first color. We will alternate between seed beads and the bigger beads in a way that we start with a 𝐂𝐋𝐈𝐂𝐊, we pick up a True2, 𝐂𝐋𝐈𝐂𝐊 again, bugle, 𝐂𝐋𝐈𝐂𝐊, True2, and so on and so on. Angelina says that this design is structural yet airy, and that is so well said in my opinion, Angelina. You will see once you finish it that it's quite sturdy despite using quite a lot of negative space, which is often a challenge because designs with negative space can become floppy easily unless the piece is engineered in such a way that despite the missing part, it would still become strong and sturdy as I like it to be. So I have all the beads on the thread and I will be, okay, I managed to pull through the whole thing, so I need to pick it up again. Okay, I have the 4 fire polished ones. I have the four bugles, and everywhere the delicas in between. And then I finish step 1 by beading one more time through the very first 𝐂𝐋𝐈𝐂𝐊 and True2. Please leave a 10-12 millimeter tail thread. It's about 5-6 inches. So we created this square where the sides of the square are the 𝐂𝐋𝐈𝐂𝐊 bugle beads and the corners are the fire polished True2s, and always there are 𝐂𝐋𝐈𝐂𝐊s in between. In the second step, we kind of repeat the thread path with a small modification. Everywhere where there is a 𝐂𝐋𝐈𝐂𝐊 bead, we pick up another 𝐂𝐋𝐈𝐂𝐊 bead. So this is kind of like peyote, but alternating small and big beads. So I picked up a delica and I bead through the bugle bead. Again, I pick up a delica, I bead through the fire polished bead. This is the reason, by the way, why I did not repeat the whole thread path all around one more time. Usually I do that. However, when I work with peyote, then I want some movement and space in the piece, making sure that when I add the extra beads and the beads from the previous circle will slide slightly and more thread will slide into them, I want this basic circle to still be completely flat instead of starting to warp. Molly will do something else now because she needs to wait for the leaves. And I'm so glad, Molly, that you still came to join us and bead together, because actually the best part is doing this together, of course, and then we are happy with the jewels. But no matter what we are working on, it's so nice to know that everyone is now sitting with her bead mat and thinking about each other. And now, when I added the last delica, then I finish off this circle by beading through the True2 bead and then the delica bead that is closer to the middle of the square. I apologize that sometimes I move out of the screen. It is a bit challenging when I bead at a new place, because at home, when I'm doing the videos from my usual place, then I know exactly where to put my hand, how to hold my hand, where are the lamps, and I need to get used to it again now. But it's okay, I just ask you for a little bit of patience and let me know if there is a problem. And we are already on step 3. And now we are making the front of the bezel now, and we need to make it tighter. So everywhere where I have a Miyuki bugle bead, I add a pair of size 15 seed beads, and from the rest, I bead through delica, True2 delica. And Marcelina says that at the moment she has 1 cabochon and 4 leaves, so she will make a pendant. And Marcelina, that's a great idea. I also will bead only 1 extra motif. I have already the pair of earrings because, well, I beaded the first one and then I beaded the second one when I was drawing the illustrations. And now I'm beading the third motif in the same colorway. And Timmy was so nice, she helped finding a brooch base, so I will make a matching brooch from the third motif, so there will be a full set. So everywhere where I have a Miyuki 3mm bugle, I add a pair of size 15s, with the size 15s closer to the middle of the little square, making the front of the bezel tighter, smaller, so it will hold the cabochon nicely in place. After adding the last pair, I bead through delica, True2 delica, Miyuki bugle bead, and 1 delica bead after the Miyuki delica. 1 delica bead after the bugle bead. So this is how it should look like at the moment. This will become the front of the bezel. Do you have any questions, ladies, about this part? Aniko is joining us from the train. Oh, she's also watching the video already. So cute. If everything is okay, as Marissa still says, let's see what's happening in step 4. In step 4, we are adding a lot more 3mm Miyuki bugle beads and some more seed beads. So now you need to be careful because there will be two different kinds of additions. I'm exiting a Milky Delica, and now I will add a Milky Bugle in one line with the True2 Fire-Polished beads. So always when I have a True2, there goes a new bugle bead. And now, after beading through the Delica on the other side of the True2, I'm in position to add something in one line with the pair of the 15s, and the bugle. And now I pick up the combination of size 15, Milky Bugle, the Delica bead in my second color, Milky Bugle, and size 15. And here I just bead through the Delica, and I make this V-shaped extra ornament pointy, because I could make the Delica bead sink in between the bugles, but I don't want that. I pull it out slightly, so the bugles actually start touching each other, and the Delica sits on top. Now, since I am in one line with the True2, it's time to add a bugle. And then, when I'm in one line with the older bugle, I pick up the combination of size 15, bugle, Delica second color, bugle, size 15. And I bead through the Delica. Again, I make this pointy, and I add a bugle bead. Again, V-shaped decoration from size 15, bugle, Delica, bugle, size 15. And I bead through the next Delica. In the meantime, also Ariana said that all is clear so far. So I am very, very happy to hear that. Time to add the fourth final bugle, single bugle in this step. And then combination of size 15, bugle, Delica, bugle, size 15. And I finish off this step by beading through Delica, True2, Delica, size 15, bugle, and the Delica in the second color sitting in between the bugle beads. So I have kind of like a star-shaped ornament, and I could also imagine that I would add a 6mm Suwon strass rhinestone in the middle and just leave it as a little star, and that would be super cute also, in my opinion. What do you think, ladies? But now it's time, if you want to follow the original pattern, to add the cabochon. And I will actually wrap these V-shaped parts on the back of the low cut. So I'm already holding here the low cut, which will be for now a challenge, let's admit. And I will connect to each other the Delica beads while adding pairs of size 15 seed beads in between. I will show you how the back looks like. So we are adding these pairs in the middle. The second one, then I turn the motif a little bit, holding the cabochon with my thumb. Again. And the final pair. Marie-Cécile likes the backside. I'm really happy to hear that, Marie-Cécile. Merci. Merci beaucoup. And now, here I ask you to be gentle with the bezel and arrange it nicely while pulling the thread in a way that the bugles don't damage the fire line. And you don't have to pull it tight right away. Please repeat the thread path. The whole thread path all around. You see, as I am repeating it, it becomes nicer. Marie-Cécile is happy with my very limited knowledge of French. We should play one day and see in how many languages we can say thank you or happy beading. Okay, I see Ariane, so I know Dankeschön, of course. I see, well, USA beaders, it's easy. Thank you and happy beading. I saw Lutka, that's dziękuję. You can challenge me, ladies, with other languages if you feel like it. I know Swedish. We had someone from Sweden here. That's tack. Aniko and Nittis. Köszönöm. Oh yeah, Nittis here, and she recognized the jewels. So I have the back nice and tight, and I finish off this step by beading through Delica bugle size 15 and then Delica bugle and one more Delica. Ariana is relieved because her cabochon stopped wiggling. I'm also relieved because I can turn it finally to the front and I can look at the very nice sparkly green color of this cabochon. Oh, and Molly says, Sweden is taxa mycket or glad pardoning. Okay, I will stay with tack. Okay, and Anita says tack is also the same in Danish. Okay, Italian for Patricia. Grazie, grazie mille. We have Gemma. Gracias. Who else would like to hear it in her language, if I can? So this is how the cabochon looks like from the front. I'm thinking, I know Irish, Karov Matagat, but I don't think we have an Irish beader here today. Oh, Corinne, what is thank you in Hebrew? We were saying thank you in different languages. Toda. Toda, Corinne. Thank you. Yeah, Jen says Canadian is easy. Indeed. I know both your like main languages, I said already. But now let's look into what's happening in step 7. In step 7, we are going to finally add the little leaves. We have Neeti here, and she says Hindi is Dhanyavad for thank you. Oh, Dhanyavad. Oh, Elena, of course. I used to live in Cluj-Napoca for like 3-4 months. Mulțumesc, of course. In Basque, actually, for Gemma. Eskerrik asko. Wow, that sounds so fantasy. Wow, I have never heard Basque before. But now, step 7, exiting a delica, my thread facing a gap, where in one line with the gap I have the pair of round 15s and the bugle. I pick up size 15 leaf, and indeed the leaves have 2 different sides. So be careful to turn them in the same way. Oh, and Corinne also knows Arabic, shukran. Yeah, shukran I've used before in Marrakesh a lot, actually. So, exiting a delica, and now Erika, focus on beading. Exiting a delica, I picked up size 15 leaf, delica in the second color, beading back through the second hole of the leaf, size 15, and then beading through a delica bead. Here, be careful, ladies, because there is an elevated risk of breaking bugle beads. So be gentle. And now, here, in one line with the True2 and bugle, I pick up the combination of bugle, size 15 bugle, and then I bead through delica. Wow, Angelina knows Uzbek, Rahmat. Wow, we are good, ladies. Now I pick up again size 15 leaf, delica in second color, beading back through the second hole of the leaf, picking up size 15 and beading through a delica. I pick up delica, size 15, not delica, sorry, bugle, size 15 bugle, and beading through a delica. And hi, Christina, and everyone who joined me since we started. And now again, size 15, leaf, delica, back through the second hole of the leaf, size 15, Oh, I know, in Bahasa, Indonesia. Terima kasih. But I don't think we have a beader. One of us is from Indonesia, but I don't think she's here today. Now I pick up bugle, size 15 bugle, and bead through a delica. And then the last combination with the leaf bead, attaching the fourth leaf bead, I pick up size 15 leaf delica, beading back through the second hole of the leaf, size 15, and I bead through the delica. And I finish off this step by picking up bugle bead, size 15 bugle bead, and then I need to bead through the delica in the bezel, and to get in position for the next step, I also bead through size 15, first hole of the leaf, and Miyuki delica. So this is how it looks like at the moment. Nearly ready. And in the next step, we are adding even more bugle beads and some size 15 Miyuki round 15s. So starting from the delica sitting on top of the leaf, I pick up 3 pieces of the size 15s, bugle, and 1 piece of size 15, and I bead through the size 15 sitting in between the bugles. Now I pick up the same combination but in opposite order, size 15, bugle, and 3 pieces of size 15s, and I bead through the delica bead sitting on top of the leaf, and I can start repeating the same over and over again. So this whole sequence 3 more times to complete the motif. Oh, and Patricia says obrigado in Portuguese. We put together, ladies, so many languages. What an amazing gang of beaders from all around the world. So ladies, this is actually the last step of the main part of the motif. As you can see, this is so incredibly quick to bead, very straightforward. The tricky part is when you pull the back of the bezel tight, because you want to make sure that it sits nicely and you don't damage the fire line. And another tricky part is when you need to bead through the delicas in the bezel when adding the decoration all around, as you need to be careful and prevent the delicas from chipping. But otherwise, I would say this is an entry-level plus motif. So also, if you maybe have someone between your friends who would like to try beading, then I think this is a nice beginning because it's fast, it sparkles, it can become an earring, a pendant, a brooch, whatever you would like it to be. So ladies, while I am waiting for your questions about the motif and everything in general, I will switch back to my face camera. Hopefully it will work. I pulled another Matahari for later. And then I would like to tell you that are also waiting for you with some more sparklies from the Sweet Margarita Matahari team in the Beading School bead shop. So if you like, for example, the beautiful cabochons, I love those preciosa tiny ovals, for example, or if you like the colors of the glass beads, the metal components, then one by one they can also be yours, or you can grab them as a bundle for 10%, for a 10% better price than one by one in the bead shop. Of course, the best value is still if you go for a second box or a third box from the Academy, but if you have something specific on your mind, then there is also a possibility. And thank you so much, Gapamimu, for the compliment on the jewels. These are one of the Beaders calendar jewels for 2026, and they were designed and made, beaded by my friend Anita Nitti. Indeed, Kim says you are wearing a sneak peek of a necklace in the calendar. Indeed. Patricia says that she loves the motif. So good to hear, Patricia. So lovely ladies, next week on Tuesday, I am waiting for you with the first jewel presentation from the Matahari Sweet Margarita team. And then on Thursday, we will be beading again together. And this time it will be a retro, no one has to beadle on design, meaning that we go back to a motif from a few years ago, since, wow, we started to bead together during the No One Has to Beadle on workshops in 2020, March. Soon we will be celebrating, actually, 6 years of No One Has to Beadle ons. So the retros, which we do every 2 months once, are a great opportunity to look back at one of the older designs. And Ariana says, whoever is coughing in the treasury, wish her a speedy recovery. That's Andrea. And Niti is asking, Andy, Timmy, would you maybe want to wave to the ladies? And we have a question here also. Niti is asking, are we going to get some turquoise boxes? They show out of stock. So can you please help me answering the question?
Yes. It's always yes. Only question is the timing.
So indeed we will have some turquoise boxes, but we need a little bit more time now to pack them. As I mentioned on Tuesday, then several of my dear colleagues were needed a little bit of time to recover since it's flu season, unfortunately. And finally, for example, Andrea is back, but still 3 of our colleagues are still sick. So we need a little bit of patience. And thank you so much, ladies. And everyone is saying hi. Joanna is asking, what is the retro that we are doing? We are doing Enigma. And the Treasury actually beaded Enigma today together in the afternoon. And we had so nice color combinations. Linda says, such beautiful ladies. I couldn't agree more.
Oh, thank you.
Always cheerful, always kind, and I had such a nice time here this week. And I am very, very grateful that we are here together doing this. And thank you so much, ladies, for your attention today, for beading with me. I can't wait to see the leaf loves in the club. And can't wait to show you all the beautiful jewels that my friends designers made for the Sweet Margareta team. Everyone is asking about the beautiful earrings. Corinne, they are from the calendar, from the Beaders calendar, the work of Nitti. So thank you, ladies. Happy beading. Take care of yourselves and take care of your loved ones. Bye-bye.